Record. The videos of Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to all participants and jury members to the Kazakhstan of the AIM Startups Virtual Pitch Competition 2020. My name is Isa Lois, and I will be your host for today's event. Let me first start off by saying thank you to all participants for patiently waiting for today's competition. As we all know, the competition was originally scheduled to be held in March as a physical competition and was since postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak and the nationwide lockdown. On behalf of the co-organizer Starterdrome LLP, we are pleased to resume our partnership with AIM and the Ministry of Economy of the United Arab Emirates in our journey to discover disruptive companies and competitive solutions within the Kazakhstan startup ecosystem. AIM, short for the Annual Investment Meeting, is the platform in the world. As an initiative of the UAE's Ministry of Economy, AIM has been promoting a healthier global economy by linking investment opportunities to fast-growing economies under several key pillars: foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, small and medium enterprise, future cities, a One Belt One Road special event, and startups, which is our key focus for today. We are excited to listen to each of the 6 shortlisted startups applicants showcasing their company's products and solutions as they compete for a chance to present Kazakhstan at the final AIM 2020 Global Startups Champions League in Dubai later this year. To officiate this competition, we would like to invite Mr. Marat Tolibave to say a few words on behalf of the co-organizer. Mr. Marat, over to you.
Thank you, Azel. Hello, everybody. I'm very glad to be a partner of United Arab Emirates Minister of Economy and to organize national part of competition of startups. And I would like to say that in Kazakhstan, last 5-6 years, startups grows very fast, but Kazakhstan market is not too big. That's why every startup in Kazakhstan dreams to enter into a global market. And Dubai's forum is a great opportunity, great chance to do it. That's why I wish to all participants from Kazakhstan good luck today, and of course good luck in October in Dubai. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the opening remarks, Mr. Marat. Before we begin, allow me to first introduce the members of the jury panel for today's competition. Mr. Marguran Sesembai, serial entrepreneur, mentor, investor, managing partner of Asadil Venture Holding. We have Mr. Kamitov Alim, entrepreneur, co-founder, and CEO of Business Incubator from Astana International. Mr. Murad Abdrakhmanov, serial entrepreneur, investor, founder, and chairman of the board, Astel. And we have the fourth jury, Mr. Anwar Saifuddin, investment director, co-founder of Angels Business, Quest Ventures. And the fifth jury is Mr. Marat Tulibovyev, serial entrepreneur, mentor, business, and investor, CEO of Activat Company. To all the jury members, thank you so much for carving out time from your busy schedules to be part of this competition. Before we hand over the floor to the first presenter, let us recap on the format and rules of the pitching competition. First, each startup will begin 5 minutes for the pitch, followed by another 5 minutes Q&A session with our panel of juries. Second, timekeeping for pitch and Q&A session will be managed via chat box. Timekeeping for both will be managed by the organizers. Third, kindly refrain from posting any messages in the chat room unless you are a jury or part of the organizing team. Fourth, in order to ensure minimal disruption throughout the competition, keep yourself on mute at all times unless you are the speaker. Fifth, scoring by the juries for each startup will take place right after each presentation and Q&A session. Jury members, please, as soon as you are done scoring the company, please post a message stating done in the chat room. And finally, the overall scores will be tallied up at the end of the competition, followed by an announcement of the overall winner and national champion during the closing segment of the competition. If the participants happen to come across any technical difficulties, please do refresh your web browser or log out and log back in again. Otherwise, please switch to another web browser as the webinar platform is supported by Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Microsoft Edge. All right, without further ado, let us begin with the competition. For our first contestant, we have Essential Technologies, which will be represented by Miraz Sovitov. Ms. Miraz, over to you and good luck.
Great, thank you. Let me share the screen. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much. My name is Miraz, and today I'll be presenting IRO, online proctoring. The biggest problem that universities, schools face while trying to teach online is that students cheat while studying online. They look away during the exam, they leave the exam venue, they ask other people to help them, and in some cases, they even ask other people to take the exam for them. And this discredits any attempt to assess students' knowledge. Right now, schools and colleges, they are solving it using Zoom, Skype, Google Meet, whatever. But still, mass cheatings keep happening because of lack of control. Teacher never knows what's happening in student's browser, on his desktop, and whatever, if he is even present during the exam. Again, this discredits any attempt. Student cannot be given scholarship. He cannot be given some grading based on this type of assessment. So to solve that, we have developed IRO, the most affordable and easy to use online examination platform that does not allow cheating. And this problem is very big, and right now is a very good time for it. Currently, almost 90% of school children, college children are affected by the COVID pandemic. A lot of teachers report that their computer literacy increased. And if something, online education will keep growing after the COVID. And once there is growth in online education, there will be need for online diplomas. And once there will be need for online diplomas, there will always be need for proctored online exams, where teachers know that these students did not cheat. And our solutions gives this to customers. It uses artificial intelligence and face recognition to authenticate student to see if it's the right student that's coming to the exam. If he's looking away, looking up from his notes, if he's leaving the exam venue. We also have speech recognition. We record any activity in browser. Student cannot cheat from browser, other tab, Google, Messenger, nothing. And also it allows live streaming of student taking the exam in real time. Even though there were some proctoring solutions on the market, 90% of schools still are reluctant to use them. Why? The reason is there are two reasons. One of them is very high price of proctoring solutions. One proctored exam can cost up to $30 per exam. For one 10,000 people university, which is not very big, it's medium, they could be spending $300,000 per year on these platforms, which is ridiculously expensive and not affordable for them. And also there were very high technical requirements for students' computers. Students keep being kicked out of the exams. And IRO solves both of these problems. It works with low specification computers and internet. It allows students from very remote regions and with weak internet, low computational power PCs take the exam because all the computations are done on our server. And not only that, it is the most affordable solution. It costs 30 cents per one exam. To sell our solution, we believe that it's not only about the tech, it's also about how you sell your product, how you position it, and how you enter the market. We done a lot of experiments and we found out that selling through partnerships works really well. And that's why we are planning to develop our partnership network and sell through LMS integrators by using our solution and integrating it into their systems. We have clients who help to conduct final exams for 2 universities in Kazakhstan. We plan to expand this number to 10 in this year or next year. Oh, sorry, this year. We help to conduct ENT, like graduation exam for National Testing Agency. We help to conduct online economics Olympiad for Astana International Financial Center. Sorry. And this results in almost 4,000 exams. More than 200 students were caught cheating. We increased our neural network accuracy. It's more than 99%. And right now we are raising 150K for 10 to 15% equity. We will use this money mostly for marketing, improving the product, and partnerships. We believe that with this sum, we'll be able to run up to 30,000 users, and this will generate 200 to 400K in revenue. Both me and my co-founder have some experience startups. My previous startup, I have raised 100,000 for that. And Margulan, my CTO, he was also junior researcher at Nazarbayev University. He developed some face recognition solutions for largest construction company in Kazakhstan, BI Group. We have a team of 4 more engineers. Some of them were in Bloomberg and some of them were in Facebook. This is briefly about our startup, about our project. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer you. Thank you.
Thank you, Miras, for the exciting presentation. And now I would like to invite our panel of juries on stage for the Q&A session. Jury members, you may begin with your questions.
Okay. Miras, tell me please, how do you think, what is the future of your project after COVID lockdown? Will it be rock after it?
It definitely will. The thing is, we're not targeting especially like a regular university. Offline will partially come back to offline. But there are universities that are actually teaching online, and there's growth in open universities who like kind of allow you to study whenever you want. And once you are ready, you take the exam and then you receive the diploma. We believe that even after the COVID, these open universities, online education, proficiency increasing courses, and this type of courses will need proctored exams because they will need to know if these students cheated, if he deserves the diploma. Because they used to do it offline, but now they understand that they can do it cheaper, they can do it faster, and they can do more geographically diverse locations. Moreover, we are planning to kind of integrate these type of solutions inside of the existing infrastructure and allow offline universities to conduct both online and offline exams, kind of hybrid.
Okay, thank you, Miras. Second question: how can you do the price so cheaper than other your rivals? What is the secret?
Basically, the thing is that your server costs are not so expensive. The most expensive thing is sales. We have like very long cycles of sales, and if you solve that, you can actually sell it much cheaper. And how we came to solve that, we understood that we don't have time to come to each university and try to charge them a lot. What we were going to do instead of that, we integrate to LMS integrators. LMS is something that all universities use. They post their homework there, their like whatever material, they post it there. And we are going to integrate into this LMS platform, and they're going to sell to 10, 20 universities that they have in their network. And this drastically decreases our sales costs. Also, we have very optimized actually neural network. It doesn't, we kind of don't do everything in real time. If there's like high overloads, we kind of put them in the queue using Celery. And like when it's processed, not in the very big loads in bursts of time, it's much cheaper when you do it. Like, for example, if you give it 2 hours after the exam to do that. There are also some SQL optimization, server optimization that allow us to go this slow. Yep.
How do you think can other rivals can do it also like your company? If yes, it means that the barrier to enter this market is very low.
Well, the biggest guess would be no, because mostly how these companies are selling, again, their sales funnel is constructed so that they have dedicated salesperson whose salary is included in like each sale. This does not allow, like, for example, we looked into it in US, one salesperson costs you like 120K per year, plus you pay him commission. And when you add this thing up, like we get, I don't know, 5-10,000 per university, and this guy has to sell 12 universities. And this, like the unit economics doesn't work, and the sales is a problem. By using leveraging partners, we can go very low prices. And also because we kind of have this, some software tweaks, we believe that our price is like actually the best, and it's very hard to go this low.
Can I ask?
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
As I know, most. Oh.
Excuse me. Who can go?
Go ahead.
Miras, question about your product. What's the real rate of avoiding cheating? What maybe you have feeling, or you have score, or have some survey from your student? What's the real rate of the avoid cheating?
Great question. I think we did these surveys, but we've quickly found out there are already some serious researchers done by some University of Washington, for example, if I'm not mistaken. They say that almost like the proctoring itself decreased cheating by 70%. The fact that there is someone looking at a student psychologically decreased. There are like studies that the amount of cheating decreased 70%, and 90% stop cheating when they are warned first time. And these 10% are like the very, I would say, problematic people. There will always be some kind of cheating. For example, student, I could tell about one vulnerability that we have. Student can, it will detect if he is cheating using like other people, internet, whatever.
Okay, Miraz, time is up.
I'm sorry. So basically,
Okay.
they're like 2-3% cheating that will be happening.
So thank you very much for the questions and feedback provided. Jury members, you may now start scoring the company. And once done, please drop a message in the chat room, the word done. Miraz, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
Okay, for our next contestant, we are gonna have Success LLP, which will be presented by Mr. Kanat Keldebikov. Mr. Kanat, over to you and good luck.
I cannot on my video, switch on my video because host doesn't dissolve me.
It's fine. Share your slide, and if you can put it in a full screen, please, and then you can start.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Kanat Keldebekov. I'm founder of Success, a part of the company. We are developing mobile application for landlords to safely and remotely share their apartments via smart locks. What the problems of our customers? They have a lot of apartments, they have a lot of properties, and they need to manage a lot of keys. That keys can be lost, can be thieved, and they need to be delivered. Our solution is next. We change a physical cylinder of original lock and change to smart lock and control it by mobile application. Where you can see your property list and apartment info, manage your booking, and see all statistics of your business. The next step, we're going to make a direct platform where tenants can directly rent.
Sorry, Kanat.
Yes.
Presentation doesn't work, doesn't move.
Doesn't move?
Yes.
Yeah, the presentation is not moving to the next slide.
Which slide is right now?
On the first slide.
First slide?
Santosh, stop the time for now. 4 minutes.
Should I stop presentation? Okay, I'll try it again.
Yes, we can see it.
Now it's
Yes,
Second?
now it's moving. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm set from beginning. Should I start from beginning?
Continue, please.
Continue. Okay. the problems for our customers is they have a lot of partners, they have a lot of keys which can be diffed, and they need to deliver it. The solution is next we change the lock to smart lock and control it with the application. With an application, you can see the list of properties, you can see you can manage all your bookings, and you can see all statistics of your business. Next step, we are going to be platform where tenants can directly rent an apartment without meetings with property owners. What were the trends? If you see on Airbnb stats, in 2008, it was 1 book per day, and on 2017, it was 47 books every second. And the next trend is business trips. The market of business trips right now is 300 billion USD, and it's growing 6.5% per year. Our business model is next. We put lock for free, give lock for free, and take subscription per month or pay per action. Pay per book. CIS market is 5 billion USD dollars. Dubai market, as you see, the Dubai market is 550 units of apartment, and almost people of Dubai is 2 million, and 90% of them are expats, and all of them are rents. Our competitive advantage from our competitors as we don't produce we don't produce smart locks. We are developing software for rental business without binding to a specific lock. We have more than 50 smart locks. We can connect to 80% of smart locks which made in China. Installation of our locks takes only 5 minutes. Our attractions for last 4 months, 30 flats was rented 2,000 times with our platform. We are right now launched in Russia and Kazakhstan. We have contracts for 60,000 USD in pipeline. We started integration with Good Places KZ. It's like local Airbnb. Our plan, right now we're working in Kazakhstan and Russia. We're going next year to CIS market, and next year ASEAN market countries. We have more than 30 years experience in development and sales and marketing. And we raised 150,000 USD from private investor. Investment what we need to CIS countries is 100,000, yes, and to go to the Asian market, it's 2.5 million USD. Thank you for attention. I'm ready to ask a question.
Thank you, Mr. Kanat, for the exciting presentation. And now I'd like to invite our panel of jurors on stage again for a Q&A session. Jury members, you may begin your questions. We'll start off with Mr. Alim. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I have a short one. How did you achieve to have this only 5 minutes for integration with the 50 locks, as I understood, right?
Excuse me?
How you achieved the progress to have only 5 minutes for integration with the 50 different locks, as I understood, right?
Because we have connection to the chip which works in more than in 80% of smart locks which produce in China. We connect to that chip and we can connect to our application. It's like Qualcomm on smartphones, like this.
May I have a question?
Yes.
It's not clear for me.
No, I have a question also.
It's not clear for me the score of business and what of the business model. It's a kind of a marketplace or just tool for any marketplace which they can use, or hybrid. What is it? What's the score of business?
For right now, our customers is property owners, which works in short-term rent. We give them our smart locks, our solution for free, and take subscription fee.
That kind of marketplace.
it's become next step is we will become the marketplace where tenants can rent an apartment. So right now we are making solution for apartments owners. They can give their apartment for rent via our software, which includes managing their smart locks.
Margulan, do you have
I have a question.
Yeah.
There was not much information about your competitors or rivals. Could you tell me 3 major players on this market?
I can show you. It's August Smart Lock, it's Igloo Home Smart Lock, and Ring from Amazon. It's the 3 more biggest players in this, our competitors, yes. But they are manufacturers of smart lock. They sell to physical people,
Okay.
to our needs. We don't sell for, we don't produce smart locks. We are developing smart software to connect to that locks.
Kanat, one technical question. Can you explain how does it work? How you lock connected to the server, to the main database? How they talk with each other?
Our locks connect only one time. First time with via Bluetooth to lock owner, to lock owner, to check that he is owner, and then it works without connection and any connection to internet, to by Bluetooth, anything. The locks have a specific algorithm which knows how many times PIN code should to work. How many times PIN code will be allowed to open that lock, and it works without any connection.
And how long time it can work without recharge?
It can work 1 hour, 1 month, 1 year, from 6 months to 1 year, minimum 6 months it works.
So you have to change battery every 12 months, right?
Yes, you have to change, but locks will say you like will prompt like you need to change my battery like this.
Okay, thank you.
I have one question. Hi. Just a quick question. How do you reach to your clients? How do you find your clients?
Our clients, it's
and how long does it take usually to I don't know, to sign up one client if you're working on a more or less corporate or B2B segment?
Thank you for your question. Our clients are, if you open any classified sites like OLX, like Avito and others like this, you can see a lot of apartments apartments which listed there, and you can find the phone numbers of that apartment of landlords, and we just parse that phones, and we can call them, we can target ads there by social media like this.
Time is up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. And now, okay, so we'll proceed with the scoring. Jury members, you may now begin the scoring of the company. And once again, please drop a message done in the chat box. Kanat, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Margolan. Are you done saving the score? We are waiting for one jury to finish scoring. Okay, perfect. Now let's move on to the third startup for our next contestant. We have Toy Driver, which will be represented by Zandus Torsombe. Zandus, over to you and good luck.
Hello, everybody. Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
And the move? I check move. Okay, my name is Jandos. We do Toy Driver. Toy Driver is a mobile app for quick search wedding professionals and restaurants. People who want to celebrate something just send requests to all wedding professionals and restaurants in the city and get the best priced offers within 3 minutes. We're a marketplace and we solve we solve problems two types of clients. Clients who want to celebrate something is long search. One problem is in 99% of sites, people pay and have to search this search all by themselves. Then no information on artist or restaurant is vacant, available. Clients have to knock out filters on sites and call everyone. Absence of recommendation in the views. When you find a restaurant or artist, there is no information about their qualification. Absence of prices, there is no information about cost. Everyone to meet and talk with you And artists, I mean, show professionals and restaurants also have problems with their business. Of course, expensive advertisement. Many artists and restaurants realize that customers more often use internet search, but they have no idea how to catch them in the right way. Absence of request specification. Additional information can be obtained only if you call clients and get through. It takes time. Lack of joint customers and the cold customers is artists and the restaurants come to accept all orders, having to opportunity to choose, while closing the restaurant for a private party for 50 or 250% is a significant difference in the money. Solution is people who won't celebrate something. As I said, when people send requests, they see price and the profile with photo, video, reviews from other clients. Based on this, he may choose the best one, best offer among available. A solution for wedding professionals and restaurants is receive orders with notification, choice in orders. I mean, more marginal available dates, specified orders. Our business model. Mobile app is free to people, but artists and restaurants, I mean, show professionals and restaurants can see all requests in the city. But if he wants to get clients, he has to pay monthly for subscription. We earned $5,100, and with us work more than 200 hosts and 60 restaurants in Kazakhstan. What makes us unique? It's very cheap order because people who want to celebrate something, they need not only a restaurant or show host, they need photo, video, and dance, singer, and the other artists. And on average, one request generates 9 orders. We want to go to Indian market. Indian market is the very biggest because, for example, 10 millions wedding in every year. As I said, it's very big market. Competition, we think that to driver, our product is faster and we have all services. Why India? Indian market, wedding, I mean only wedding market without birthday and the corporate evening is 50 billion, and the wedding market in India is growing by 25% every year. The average check of wedding is $100,000. The wedding lasts on average 6 days. As I said, is maximal market for us. Our traction in this year, the driver had in March, the driver had raised 100,000 angel investments. Our plans, 2021 year, we want entrance to the Indian market. I mean Mumbai, connection of 400 restaurants and 1,030 wedding professionals. Then we want to go work with bank integration, change our monetization, unsubscribe. We want to earn % of each transaction. We want $960,000. Todra is, I mean, product is ready. This money for marketing. And we have very good advisors and investors. Maybe somebody you can know because they're investors of successful startups in Kazakhstan. This is my contacts. If you have some question, I'm ready.
Thank you, Zendos, for your presentation. So now we will move on to the Q&A sessions. And just a gentle reminder, the Q&A session will last for only 5 minutes. Again, organizers will be posting reminder messages in the chat as we approach the end of the 5 minutes allocated. So please be on the lookout for that. Jury members, you may begin with your questions.
Rados, my question is, how do you plan to launch your product in India, being in Kazakhstan? or you are going to move to India?
We won't go to India, and if you question about how our plan to entrance in India, yes.
Yes.
At first, we have to work with show hosts and restaurants. Well, as I said, we want connected with 400 restaurants. Then we just switch our market, I mean advertisement, and as I said, our request, our orders is very cheap, and we think that it's
No,
it's
I
not
mean,
problem for us.
Jandos, I mean, do you plan to organize your business in India
Yeah.
from
No,
Kazakhstan, or you're going to?
no, we're going to India, of course,
Do
because
you
it's a
have
very hard market.
do you have some partners here already? There.
Now we talk with two interesting persons who working in India. I mean, the native Indian peoples, but I think it's we can understand it after 2 months, only 2 months, because they said you have to entrance. Then we can talk about when you show some results.
And what will be your advance in the Indian market? I guess that there are many similar services in India, because it's a great market, and many events take place every year.
Can you repeat about question?
Как вы собираетесь победить индийских местных игроков?
Our business model is very good. As I said, in Indian, big products in wedding tech is only catalogs, when people have to make search and have to pay. In our model is people who paying is not search somebody. You just send request and get the best prices within 3 minutes. And we think our business model is very good for this market.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
May I have a question?
Mm-hmm.
Jandos, from my point of view, that India is just a beautiful idea and full of illusion. When you go to the market, maybe we will see what happened. But from right now, it's nothing more than idea. And if we return to Kazakhstan, it's your traction look a little bit weak, because you are on the market already 2 years and still have just 60,000 K per year. It means, what about your unit economic? I mean, daily average user, monthly average user, retention rate, and what about your market plan? Actually, I am part of the market of toys in Almaty, and we don't see your activity there at all. Please explain. And also valuation, 5 million, it's looks too ambitious. Okay.
Yes, I know that Indian market is very hard and very big, and in Kazakhstan, our traction, I think, is good, because we earn money, and our unit economic now is good. I mean, without COVID, without quarantine, without coronavirus. In India, for India, for example, if we money some about 300,000, for us it's a problem to entrance here, and for one of the very what we need, we need good team, and when our product is ready, we have to money to market, and our valuation is from to India is from, I mean, to Indian market, our valuation is normal, I think so.
Isaiah, your microphone is mute.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Zandis. Okay, so now let's move on to the scoring part. Please, you can start scoring now, jury members. Now we will move on to the fourth contestant. And the fourth contestant, we will have iDigital, which will be presented by Anton Silenko. Mr. Anton, over to you and good luck.
Thank you. 1 second. Share my screen.
Yes, you can see the screen now.
Okay. Let me introduce your Hero Study Space, a web-based educational management solution for modern colleges and universities. Nowadays, all post-secondary organizations struggle with the growing volume of information. Data comes in various formats from unrelated software products. All this has a strong negative effect on the speed and quality of educational process management. Hero Study Space provides a single window solution so that colleges and universities could use consolidated uniform data. They will be able to manage all processes related to educational activity in a quick and effective way. Hero Study Space supports students throughout their life cycle from inquiry to enrollment and becoming a successful alumni. All user groups have their personal account. A set of functionality for each end user is being permanently extended to meet their needs and can be customized. Highly intuitive because of UX UI, mobile friendly and cross-platform solution, Hero Study Space is compatible with all browsers. Multi-language technology allows us to adapt the product to any language and add any unlimited number of regions. There are users interface screenshots of entrant and students' accounts. It's applying for admission, admission form, entrant profile, main dashboard of student, academic progress and gamification, schedule, course catalog, my courses, homework. The approximate volume of the addressable market in Kazakhstan is more than 900,000 students. The product also covers senior pupils as potential entrants. The other region we have started to work with includes Ukraine and CIS countries. Potentially, we can cover more than 1,000 universities and 6,000 colleges. The next targeted market is the Near East and certain countries of Western Asia with 1,200 post-secondary organizations in total. As for the pilot region, 60% of the market is covered by a main competitor. All existing solutions are low-tech products with old-fashioned interfaces. Global competitors are presented by standalone and combined LMS and ERP products with highly priced user licenses. What will put us ahead on any market is a number of marketing and technological advantages. First of all, its Hero Study Space provides colleges and universities with constant flow of senior pupils from their first inquiry. The platform provides them with pre-study courses and occupational guidance. Second, BI Analytics will have both students and academic staff to analyze learning efficiency. It would be easy to plan learning paths according to student educational ability and career plans. Next, a single platform for various services with a single windows. Access will allow academic and administrative staff analyze data and prepare needed no reports, saving their time, money, and hassle. iOS and Android mobile application widen the product user range and improve the experience. And final, Hero Study Space may well meet the growing customers' demands by adding unlimited number of third-party applications. Doing so, colleges and universities will have a monthly subscription plan per user for each application, wasting no money. This is how we earn money. As for B2B channel, we meet the demands of administrative staff in educational process management, including an external reporting system for educational authorities. The profit depends on the numbers of students and subscription. Using B2C model, any platform user can buy additional content and functionalities, choosing between monthly subscription or single-time purchase. We have covered 4 universities and 1 colleges with nearly 60,000 students in total. 6 universities and 2 colleges are coming. By the end of the current year, we plan to sign contract with 10 more universities and 20 colleges. There are 6 of us in Hero Study Space core team. Each team member has more than 10 years experience in respective knowledge in EdTech projects. The whole project team consists of 32 specialists for now. We have invested $200,000 and earned $172,000 for last 4 months. Now we seek for up to 1.1 million, depending on the strategy we'll choose with the investor. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the exciting presentation, Mr. Anton. So let's move on to Q&A session. Jury members, you may begin with your question.
Yeah, Anton, let me ask you. We know that most of university, global university like Harvard, Yale, are very old, and I guess that they have their computer program inside, and I don't understand how can you young company, how can you launch your product in that old universities with their traditional programs and clients?
Yes, good questions. I understand. For now, we're working with Oxford, and we have a long talk about implementation our soft in their process. So we really know what they used. It's very old system, but for them, first of all, it's traditional, and to know that we are from their country. But even they now understand that our soft is a future for them. So we start working with them and give them one model free, second model free. So for 10, 20 top universities in the world, we, of course, will be free because it's marketing move. But for another university, they don't have so much problem with implementation new soft. First of all, they think about cover all business process. Second, they think about money. And third, they think about final users. But we want to think about final users at first, then money, and then business process. But for now, we built soft that really covers this all. But we want that students say that is most best soft which they use, and because students connect with each other from different universities. So I think it's not a problem. If we have more university, we can start more cheaper, and we have took away this barrier about money, because money is very important. But now even Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge think about a new system, because their old system very old.
Anton, thank you. My second question. As I understood, your program has two parts. One is for students, one is for administration of university. So is it hard connection with between two parts? I mean, even university, administrative of university don't agree to take this program. Students of, for example, Harvard can use it for themselves. Is it right?
No. Student can't use our system without agree from top managers of universities. First of all, we need to sell administrative part for business process. So if they understand business process is working done, then student part is working beautiful, because it's all one core soft.
So it means that your main target to sell is not students, most of all the management of universities, right?
Yes, but we think about student. Why? Because every university now has a fight about student, about entrant, and this is really big problem. So if we show this soft for the entrant and even listeners, they understand in what soft they will be working for the next 5 years. So their decision will be more positive to choose this university. Every top managers in university understand this, and selling now very easy for us.
Anton, short question. What's your current revenue last month?
Current revenue for 4 months, we start selling from March 2020, $172,000 we sell. And we have 3 years, 5 years contract with the top university of Kazakhstan. And now we start talking with different countries. So everybody said you are absolutely for us understanding. So only give us price and we start integrate this.
Time is up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the questions and feedback provided. Jury members, you may now begin scoring the company. Please drop a message in the chat room once you are done. Yes, Mr. Margolan?
Yeah, I cannot log into the page. To AIM Congress page, I cannot log in. That's the problem.
Okay. Do you still have the link?
So I'm trying, keep trying. Yeah, I have a link. I mean, there was no problem. But now something happened.
You can click on refresh, please.
So, pardon me?
Can you please click on refresh?
Yeah, I did. I did. So I'm trying different ways.
Okay. May we know what's the error message?
So I tried different site. Everything is okay, but something wrong with the portal, I think.
Okay, Mr. Adil will send you the link.
It's loading. Yeah, please.
We will resend
It's
you the new
loading, but
link,
very slowly.
and we'll move forward, okay? Mr. Adil, our team is going to send you the link for the portal.
Mm.
Azel, your microphone is turned on.
We will now move on to the fifth contestant. For our fifth contestant, we have INVR Ltd, which will be represented by Ms. Elena Abdrakhmanova. Ms. Elena, over to you and good luck.
Thank you. I hope you all can see my screen. So,
yes.
Good afternoon, dear juries and participants. My name is Elena Abdrakhmanova, and today I'm presenting our project INVR, which is a virtual reality streaming platform. So some time ago, before the pandemic, we started thinking about limitations that are in distance learning and why most of our peers prefer to have offline learning experience rather than distance. And most of the people that we asked mentioned that there is a very low engagement rate when you study online. There are too many distractions, and it's very difficult to complete the course that you started without losing the motivation. So we started looking for a solution that will help to still have all the benefits of distance learning, like flexibility and cost efficiency, and combine it with actual in-class experience. And virtual reality was, in our opinion, the great solution for that. But then we thought that this solution can also be very valuable for event industry, because the usual stadium or arena has very limited number of places. The ticket price is pretty high and has additional costs such as transportation and accommodation. And of course, now with the pandemic, we're facing a high risk of getting infected, and also there is a risk of having other incidents. So we developed a platform which is called INVR, and its work principle is very simple. So in class or at the stadium, we install 360 cameras. In case of the stadium, there could be a few of them, and we start streaming, and users from all over the world can access it either using their VR headset or using their mobile phone. For education, we also have the possibility to speak, so the student can speak to the professor and to the classmates, and we also have a tool called Pointer, which can show parts of the presentation that needs to be discussed in more details, etc. The business model is pretty simple. So for universities, it is an annual subscription. And for event organizers, it is a percentage of virtual tickets sold. We started analyzing the market, and we would like to focus on highly reputable big universities around the world. And we already have a few connections in Western Europe, in Russia, and in Kazakhstan. And for events, you might also have noticed that starting from the pandemic, many performers started having their concerts online. First, they had it free of charge. Now, most of them commercialize them, and they use platforms such as YouTube or closed Instagram channels or Zoom for that. But we can provide the better alternatives. So this is our competitive analysis, and our competitive advantage is for sure, the first one is delay. So our minimum delay is 3 seconds and maximum is 5, which gives real life experience. We also have the interaction. So not only for students, but for example, if you're attending a concert, you can buy special type of ticket and talk to your favorite band or singer or etc. We also have flexible monetization, so we can have different level of accesses, and we can also be served as a white label. So the producer center or university can put all their branding and have our platform as a template and customize it. So this is the amount of investment that we're looking for. We will use part of it for the capital expenditures, and most of it will go for platform development and growth. And this is our project roadmap. So now we have finished all the technical tests. From September, we're starting first MBA program in VR with our partner, Geneva Business School. We also have one more partner, Swiss School of Higher Education, that eager to start from January 2021. We also have another potential partner where negotiations are very close to finishing, which is MAEF, it's International Academy of Economic and Finance. We're now talking to Football Club Kairat. We're preparing offer for Eurasian Media Forum and BCPD IFC, Astana International Financial Center. And this is our team. It consists of 8 key people. They represent both technical and managerial skills. We were mentioned in a few media in Kazakhstan and abroad, and we have a copyright in Kazakhstan. Now we are working on intellectual property protection in CIS, also in Europe, in North America, and in Singapore. So this is our presentation, and I will be very happy to answer your questions.
I have a question.
Yes,
thank you so much for the presentation. Okay, Mr. Marat has a question. The floor is yours.
I have a few questions. First question, it's I understand that you don't have the revenue still yet?
Not yet. Our first first cash flow is projected from September, from this
It
September.
seems that your market fit is not confirmed. It's still
well, actually, we already have contracts with students who plan to start their MBA in VR from September. We already have 15 students who signed up, and we're waiting for more because the intake is not over yet.
Okay, another question. I right understand that founders take part in this project based on the part-time.
Well, actually, it's not part-time because we dedicate
just
most
like a hobby. Yes, right?
No, it's not a hobby. It's our full-time project.
Okay. And last question, your differentiation from the competitors was from the same product on the market?
Yes, so it is possibility of interaction. It is a possibility to switch between the cameras. It is also flexible monetization, so we can add different categories of tickets and different categories of accesses, and the minimum delay, which is from 3 to 5 seconds. While average delay,
and last question, delay. It's 3-5 seconds. It's unbelievable.
It is well. We can show you the technical demonstration and prove that we really do have this kind of delay. It is the file compression that we achieved to get this delay.
Alina, do your clients have to have special gadgets at home to see your show?
So the platform can be used in 2 ways. One is by using VR headsets such as Oculus Go or other headsets. Another thing is just to put the smartphone into the cardboard, which is it's like a box which can be also made out of carton, like paper, and it can be used as a cheap alternative. But with our partner university, we are providing the headset as a part of the package.
It means that you buy it by yourself and give it to universities.
Yes, this is only with the first one. With others, it will be a subscription, and then the university will decide whether they want it to be with a VR headset or with mobile phones and the cardboard. But we recommend to use VR headsets for better experience.
Thank you.
I have a question here, actually. What is the net necessity of the VR headset or the VR card, whether cardboard or anything else? What's the effect of that over if it's an event or if it's an educational process?
If we're talking about the event, then of course we can use just a mobile phone and put it in the cardboard. It is immersive experience.
No, I mean, why do you need to put something in front of you?
Well, let's put it this way. It's you can use just a normal phone and you can use a smartphone. You have a better experience with that. With VR, you can use a 2D classic translation that you watch on a 2D screen, or you can actually feel yourself in the class or at the stadium at that moment, like you're physically there. So it's much better experience, it's much better concentration, and there is, as a result, higher results in learning.
Do you have any proof of that higher experience, of the higher results in learning? I mean, is there any, not regarding to your product, but overall, what's the consent on the market or in the research now regarding the efficiency of the VR education?
Yes, there are a few publications made by reputable agencies that prove that using VR experience improves the learning process by almost 90%. Okay. The studies were made in US.
Okay.
Can I ask?
Yes, sure.
As I understood, you're raising 164K. So this is for finish up the development of the product. Is it for marketing or for what?
It is both for marketing and improving the platform, because we're still working on the mobile app. Now it's working from the web browser from mobile devices, and we would like to have it also as a web. Also, we would like to add to this simultaneous translation, because for some universities they need it, and a virtual keyboard and other features to the platform. So it's for continuous development of the platform, and also for the marketing, of course.
I believe all the jury. Yes?
Can I ask one more question?
Mr. Anwar, time is up.
Just a quick question.
Okay, go ahead.
Is there any application of the in VR that can be used or the most efficiently used only in VR?
Excuse me, I'm afraid I didn't understand.
Yes. Is there any application of your device or service or a product that is best used only or can only be used in VR?
Well, if we're talking about virtual experience of like having a very specific technical education, like with simulations and augmented reality, then yes, it's only in VR, in virtual reality. Or something like virtual двойники, like replication of plants, then of course it's better to have it in virtual reality where there are questions of safety and you need to get this real life experience.
Time is up. I need to move on to the last presenter. But before that, Mr. Margulan, please, Mr. Adil, connect to Mr. Adil. He will be the one who's going to posting the scores in behalf of you. Yeah? So let's move on to the last presenter, which is not the least. Scoring, I'm sorry. We have to move on to the scoring of the jury members now. So jury members, please drop the message in the chat room once done. Miss Elena, thank you so much for your time. For our last but not the least contestant, we have Okyoda, which will be represented by Mr. Aswan Saimov. Mr. Aswan, over to you and good luck.
Hello, everyone, dear jury, all participants and organizers of this event. Uh, Thanks for having Akuda in this competition. Let me share the screen. Okay, my name is Aswan. I'm a co-founder of Akuda startup. In Akuda, we reinvent shovels for gold rush at $20 billion student recruitment market. So we solve the problem of recruiters at the moment. Typically, they have limited resources and manage stressful and long admission process. So all these is also worsened by lots of manual interactions between involved parties. These problems lead to uncertainties, extra costs, and stress for everyone involved. So our solution, we help recruiters to sell more all year round, better organize their work, and communication with the client. And as a result, they can triple their sales whilst enjoying faster transactions, better customer support, and network scalability. Well, our product is a service-centric marketplace, which is also known as market network class of platforms, which is aimed to organize work among independent specialists that are teamed together online to make global education accessible, affordable, and diverse for one single buyer. Users get retentive digital experience in our platform through the high-value collaboration around the longer-term student admission and project. Strong product defensibility owing to network effects allow us to target the market lead. So the business model, we use lucrative revenue models of SaaS and marketplace that enable us to implement rich monetization schemes. First is sizing-based subscription, commissions from the transactions, and upsell opportunities. So the average commission that occurs is $1,000. Subscription to the platform is $80 a month. Our customer acquisition cost is 10 times less than LTV, with a margin of 40%. So we managed to reach annual recurring revenue to more than $200,000. The market, we disrupt a 20 billion global market, which is growing from year to year. Our target market is Indian one, because it's a fast growing market where 85% of all international applications to foreign universities funneled through agencies and consultants. Okay. Our go-to-market strategy is based on expanding our distribution in the field. So to shorten the path to the client in the locations they live, work, and study. So we reach them offline. We provide SaaS-enabled tools for seamless connection, and we target mass segment of clients. So we have great competitors. They use different models, but the market is still not yet digitally congested. The investors show positive outlook with closing recent good round within a couple of months. We are building a cash machine with 30% margin and 8x ROI potential. Okay, so our team, we have in our team, we have a winning combination of competencies, which has been maintained through lots of changes and a practical experience and proved by hard dollar in real sales. Overall, we have 14 people. Thanks for your time, and I'm ready to answer any questions from your side.
Thank you for the amazing presentation. Mr. Aswan. So now I'd like to invite our panel of jurists on stage to begin with a Q&A session. Jury members, you may begin with your questions.
Hi, Aswan. Thanks a lot for the presentation. Maybe I missed that, but it wasn't clear for me. What's the market size that you're addressing, and how do you define it? Can you elaborate on that?
So the market size is 20 billion. We know that every year 6 million students are.
How do you calculate this market?
So we know the average check in this market because we are deep in the market, and we know how many students are moving every year to international universities every year. Mm-hmm. So that's our basic calculation. We know.
Is this the cost? Is this the sum of fees that people pay in order to get there, or is it the amount of the university fees that students pay for their enrollment?
No,
for the study?
Tuition fee is much bigger. This is the consultant fee.
Consultant fee. Okay, so
cumulative in the world. So we are based on UNESCO provided statistics for this global migration of students.
Okay, and the similar question that Murat had earlier with the startup, but how do you get to that market?
How we get?
Yeah.
Well, we
How
are.
do you reach that market?
Well, our go-to-market strategy. First, we provide. We actually develop. We know how this business is done. We've been on all sides of this business, from the student, recruiters, agents, program providers. So our first step, we expand the network of distributors, the recruiters that are in the field, so they can reach our clients with the last mile. You know, in our business, who takes the last mile to the end customer takes the whole stake. This is the first. Second, we use we take one interesting program which is affordable and accessible to our audience. Yes, it's education in Italy with the 5,000 euro scholarship program. And the third, we provide tools, SaaS-enabled tools to unlock high-value collaboration. So we take the load from our recruiters and we process all the, let's say, 80% of all the work related to document submission, document processing, visa migration, etc. So our recruiters, they only focus on sales all year round. So they are doing that.
Aswan, all you told is about India, right?
Yes. This is our target market.
We have 2 minutes left. The jury, do you still have question?
I have question about your revenue. Who is your customers? It's geographically.
Yeah, at the moment, students in Kazakhstan.
And I read it's 250K. It's based on last month. I right understand?
No, it's an annual revenue. So within 5 months of the sales season, which is actually starting from August, we managed to sell these through the distributors. Before that, we acted as an agent, as a normal agent, and we showed same revenue. Every year, we reach this parameter.
And what's the current IRR?
$211,000 at the moment.
Okay, so is there still any questions from the jury? We have 30 seconds left.
Aswan, did you face some problems with lockdown in your business?
Yes, lockdown has had an impact on the behavior of customers, but it does not affect the application process. Students still want to apply to overseas universities, and universities, no matter how long the lockdown will last, they start accepting applications. The visa process is not being declined, anticipating that students will go in half a year time.
Okay, thank you.
Are you fundraising? How much?
Okay, time is up. So let's move on to the scoring part. Thank you very much for all the questions and the feedback. Jury, you may now begin scoring the company. Mr. Aswan, thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
And with that final presentation, I'd like to see if all the jury members has scored. Okay. So, yes, Mr. Manurat will finalize with Mr. Adil for the scoring for reviewing all the scores. So we can have the final score and we'll announce the winner at the later time. But since with that final presentation from Okyoda, we have now come to an end of the pitching session for today's competition. While our jury members and organizers tally up the final overall scores for the competition, I am honored to welcome a very special guest who has an extraordinary vision and is well experienced in the startup ecosystem in terms of investment and leadership Please help me welcome Mr. Murat Abdrakhmanov.
I mean, a final overview of all startups.
Да, в целом о уровне стартапа, в целом впечатление.
Okay. It was pleasure to take part in this events and to see in details a very perspective project from Kazakhstan. And some of that was very impressive for me. I can talk about project called Hero, and it's look very perspective, and from my point of view they can grow very fast, and means that addressable market, it's very big, it's many potential to scale, and the only question was execution. Yes, also I can mention the project Okuda. It's also how was it said, very trending right now, and they already have great traction. And I'm not sure how they will invasion to India, because it's also this country with a completely different mentality and culture, and maybe it would be a kind of barrier. And from my point of view, maybe this company maybe more easily grow in markets where is more understandable, speaking English, Latin America, Russia, East Europe, or something like that, because South Asia, it's so far from us mentally, and including the India as well. And we don't see any successful examples, not only from Kazakhstan, also from Russia and from Ukraine. I don't see these examples, for instance. And it's a question to think about for this company. And also I was impressed company called eTech. Also it's very good, and I hope that it's this project will grow very very fast. That's my point of view. Marat?
Yes, I can add a few words. I think that my colleagues, investors and members of jury from Kazakhstan will agree with me that this list of startups is really good, because we know, probably we know all market of startup Kazakhstan. We see it every month, every week in many pitchings. And I think that here the real best startups in Kazakhstan, and I think that we will see who will win. But I believe that any of these 6 participants can introduce Kazakhstan in Dubai. That's why I would like to say again thanks to all participants of this part of IEM. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the inspiring words and the advices that we have heard, the feedbacks from the juries, Mr. Marat and Mr. Murat. So the overall winner and the national champion for Kazakhstan will be announced after the closing remarks by the representative from our co-organizer. Please stay tuned until the end of the event today. back to the closing segment of the Kazakhstan chapter of the AIM Startups Virtual Pitch Competition. Before we announce the overall winner for today's competition, we would like to invite Mr. Marat to say a few words as part of the closing remarks. Mr. Marat, over to you.
Yeah, I just said that I think that the level of startups introducing today is very high, and I would like to say thanks to members of our jury. These 5 person are the most popular, most known investors in Kazakhstan. That's why I think that their marks are very objective and very real. And I would like to say great thanks to organizer of this event, Miss Aizel, my colleague Adil, and other team of Dubai side. I think that all of us participants and jury worked hard and make good job, and I think that now we are ready to know the name of a winner of this championship.
Thank you, Mr. Marat. Let us now invite all the jury members back on the stage for the announcement of the winner. And now for the much awaited moment. Overall, I think we have a very competitive pool of contestants today, and all participants are amazing in their own way and have demonstrated their respective strengths and unique propositions in the sectors they operate in. Without further ado, Mr. Marat, would you like to have the honors to announce the overall winner of the Kazakhstan chapter of the AIM Startups Virtual Pitch Competition?
Thank you. I'm very glad to announce the winner of our championship. It is Startup Okyuda. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Startup Okyuda, presented by Mr. Aswan Saimov. We are proud to have you represent Kazakhstan at the final AIM 2020 Global Startups Champions League in Dubai later this year. With that in mind, thank you once again to all the jury members, contestants, and members of the organizing team for being part of today's competition. The annual investment meeting is still scheduled to take place in the 4th quarter of this year. So for more updates on the latest developments of the annual investment meeting event, please stay tuned to www.aimcongress.com. For everyone's information, a replay of today's event will be made available on the annual investment meeting's YouTube channel in due course. Thank you once again and have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you very much for everybody.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.